Yay, it does work. Hey guys, this is gamercal playing Mario Golf Toadstool Tour just in case other stuff can't get recorded today because I don't know about scheduling stuff and nobody else is around at the moment I would do stuff with. So, getting vote stuff on Skype, two people said Koopa, okay, it was a changed vote and stuff, but Koopa is the one who will be used. He has the shortest drive, but that makes no difference because we're playing side games, doing shot practice. So let's practice our tee shots. These practice games are not as easy as you might think because you've got to get 8 out of 10 shots within the circle. That doesn't sound particularly hard when the circle is pretty big, but you do have to make some pretty precise shots, especially in the later ones, so it's not necessarily as easy as one might think. But thankfully, you guys, the people I spoke to chose Koopa, and Koopa has the best accuracy out of everyone, so hopefully this isn't going to go too bad. I hope I didn't have to top spin that, because I would be most depressed if I did. No, it's fine. So yeah, I'm hoping thanks to using Koopa and not somebody like Bowser, that this will go okay. The actual distance you have to hit is adjusted for your character, so there's not too much issue there. The problem with it really though is that, as you can see, you only have one power shot for all 10 shots. So it is easy to lose it, and it's not the best of things that way. But looks like we are going fine. Look how freaking close that was actually, that was really good. And yeah, we are having to use our one wood a lot, but that is to be expected because we are practicing tee shots, and the tee shots are generally done with the one wood. That is what you would expect. So yeah, backspin for control is the obvious way to do these. This is not something that you would want to just have no control over, so definitely use the backspin for most of the shots here, unless you are deliberately falling short, or you have to fall short because of distance stuff, but yeah. This is the sort of one that you can do with every character and it still has a lot of meaning because of the way it adjusts for the drive distances. So even when you get characters that are massively further reaching than Koopa, I hope that's not going to go too far. Looks okay with the backspin, please. No, it's not. Wow, okay. So I hit it too hard. Oh dear. But yeah, because of the way this adjusts, you'll just have to hit to different parts of this course, and it's a very, very good practice thing, no matter who you're using. So I would recommend doing this with a few different characters and a few different drive lanes, just to, just to work on accuracy, really. But yeah, we are looking for 8 out of 10, providing I get 2 more in the next 3 or 4 even. I should be okay. That's only 3 options I've got, so I can only miss 1, but it looks like I'm not going to miss this one, so that's fine. And yeah, to 1 out of 2 is what I need now, so let's go ahead and get it. Obviously looking with the hill as well, just to make sure that I don't miss aim. The thing you've got to be careful with when you're using different characters in this is the fast fairway that you can see. If you're using a character that's 230, 240 yard distance, it might be rather difficult to do this because that dark green fairway on this side is fast fairway, and if you hit that, or even if you land on it, your ball will roll for miles. So yeah, also I can use this opportunity now that I've noticed it a bit more to explain the wind. Obviously the wind will push your ball in the direction that the arrow is there, so you've got to factor that in. In the European versions, or at least in the UK one, I don't know everywhere else, but in the European version that goes between 0 and 10 mile an hour. I think, I can't actually remember if it does 10, I know I've seen 9, but it might not do 10 mile an hour. I don't know, but anyway, the point is the higher the wind, of course, the more you've got to take it into account, and the higher your shot type, your shots thing, basically the higher your, more orange your thing is, the more you've got to take it into account. So yeah, wind is a very difficult thing later on in the game, and we're going to see that an awful lot, unfortunately. But for just now, we're not fussed. What we are fussed about is practicing second shots. So now we have to practice our approaches to the green, which is okay. So once again, I'm going to aim pretty much for the center of that thing and super backspin the hell out of this ball just to make sure that it hopefully stops where I want it to. Thankfully not hitting the pin, but yeah, that was a beautiful shot actually. Wow. So yeah, it practices second shots from varying distances, so you get a lot of different club exposure, and I probably should not have topspun that, but looks like it's going to be okay regardless. So yeah, it's a bad call to topspin though. Never mind, 4-iron, yeah, I can deal with that. Obviously, probably here more than the last one, it is definitely a big plus to use the super backspin here, because the greens will roll further than the... You know, the ball will roll further when it bounces off a green than when it hits off of other stuff. I do not like this approach. I would much rather hit this on the top of the ball with a 3-wood than hit it neutral with a 1-wood. That would roll so much further. But that is beautifully perfect. That is a really decent shot, I think. Don't hit the pin, please. Don't. Thank you. If that had hit the pin, the backspin would have probably taken it out the ring. So, I mean, you've seen its impact before. It is rather brutal, super backspin. When it hits off a pin, anyway. So, yeah, we are currently hitting second shot balls. We are doing a good job here, 5 for 5, and hitting some very, very good ones here. These are definite birdie chances. Considering this is second shot and this is par 4 looking, you know, you would expect these to be for birdies. Most of these, if not all of the shots I've hit so far, would be definite birdie chances, and that is obviously very good. Good practice run. That was a bad call to use the backspin, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We're still in. I could probably still make that putt, so that is fine. And yeah, this one doesn't look too much harder, so we'll just go with that. Obviously, because I'm hitting the top of the ball and it's a slight headwind. Very slight, but it's a headwind nonetheless. I don't need to super backspin that one, so we'll just comfortably do that. That's good. That's really good. And then we only need one more to win, but it's thrown us a bit of a nasty one. It does this sometimes, I don't understand quite why, but it just decides to throw you a bit of a pain in the ass one, to be honest. But if we hit this one like that, I reckon this should go okay. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely perfect on the placement, and I reckon the backspin should stop that before it does too much. Well, it does, but it doesn't stop it enough. Oh well, okay, no problem. We've still got 2 more to do. That's a vicious wind there, though. Not even going to hit the backspin on this one, because I don't think it's going to roll that far. Watch me be wrong. Watch me be totally wrong. I didn't roll that far, to be honest. That's okay. And then quite a long finishing one, which is not actually important, because I've already won this by now, but for the sake of completion, let us do well with this shot. Please. That's it. Bounce. And yeah, good shot. Good shot. So there we go. That is 2 of them done. So, with that said, trouble shots are the last one to do, and if I was using Bowser, this would be where I'd kind of be cursing, because yeah, this is not easy with low control characters, because now they're going to start putting you in rather dangerous lie territory, and it's not easy. As it says, practice some difficult shots. So here we're going to see stuff from the rough, stuff from bunkers, stuff from all over the place. It's not trivial at all. You've got to pay close attention to the percentage there on that lie, because if you backspin some of these shots when they're at minus percentages, fucking hell, that was awesome. But yeah, if you hit these ridiculously backspinny and stuff when that percentage is low, you are going to suffer. There is no way around it. You are going to suffer if you don't pay attention to that thing. That makes it hard because you're trying to pay attention to when that stops. I'm glad I super backspun that. You're trying to pay attention to when that thing is determined, and then also determine your accuracy to a good degree as well. So you need good vision for that, especially on ones like this, because look how far down Mario is. We do not have very much of our power here. Having to hit a freaking 6-iron, but you know, to do 80 yard. but then we are in plus minus 8%, so yeah. That should be okay. I could have done with hitting that with backspin, but I'm just perfectly fine with the control of that actually. Because it's a 6 iron, it doesn't roll as far, so I'm okay with that. 7 iron plus minus 5, that's okay. This shouldn't be a hard shot. I'm gonna super backspin it because I hit it a little bit too hard in the plus 2%, and the headwind, not even a headwind, it's a tailwind. What the hell am I talking about? But yeah, the wind is there, so it's worthwhile. Ugh, this is not a friendly shot. Free word plus minus 5%. Gee. I should not have top spun that. That was a bad call, cow. But looking at it, please don't roll too much further. Ooh, got away with that one, that's for sure. That could have been disastrous. But it's okay, we are 5 for 5, and we are currently doing decent, I suppose. Plus 4% though, that's a big one. Please do not roll too far. Stop! Dang it! No, come on. Oh. Oh boy, and now a really freaking troublesome shot. This is not good. This is really not a good shot to have to make. Oh boy, minus 2%. I don't know if I should have super backspun that because of that, but oh, just okay. That's fine. I'll happily deal with that. Whoa, this is dangerous town, man. We're in semi-rough, but we're shooting over the water onto this dinky little target over here. This is not a nice shot. Jeez. Anyway, I think with the 4 iron power shot I should get this done quite nicely, so yeah. Minus 3% is nasty though. Not a huge fan of making these shots. And yeah, as you can see, because of the minus 3%, the backspin killed it. If I'd have noticed that, then I wouldn't have done the backspin, and I'd have actually... Just stop biting your tongue, seriously. I'd have actually been safe with that shot, but unfortunately, it's difficult sometimes to see what you're after, so yeah, it's not always possible, and that means we cannot miss this one. It's not a difficult one though, so we should not have trouble with this shot. Minus 3%, so I'm not going to hit that with spin, and this should quite comfortably sit just there. Nice. 8 out of 10, that is what we are after. And that is it. That is fine. It's a good thing, and that helps. So, we've cleared all of shot practice. It's a good start. So, what is next on the agenda? Well, it's not going to be done today, that's for sure. Because although it's a short thing, that is more than good enough, I think. But what we could do next time in the side games is to do the approach practice. Or I could do the next tournament, which is the other thing I'm thinking of doing. I'm actually thinking of doing the next tournament, but I guess what I could do is leave it to you guys, whether you want to see me do the tournament or whether you want to see me do more of the side games. Obviously I need to do the side games at some point, and there is stuff to unlock by doing that, you know, like more side game modes and things, but it's entirely in your hands. So, this has been gamercal. We have been playing Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Please, if you would, vote for whether you want me to do the next tournament, which is Cheap Cheap Tournament, Cheap Cheap Falls it's on, or if you want me to do more of the side games. Or actually if you want me to do anything else as well, but you know, we'll try and stick to just those two at the moment. And if you would, tell me what character I should be using. Obviously we cannot at the moment choose Koopa and we cannot choose Luigi, so yeah, it would be nice to know who I'm using and where I'm going. So if you would, let me know and join me next time to see what we're gonna do. So yeah, see you guys then.